Okay, so this school is called the Street of the Nautical School, Rua de Escola Nautica. And basically this is sitting on reclaimed land, and we're going to capture it and what it looks like. Look at the line that's there. This is also the nautical school right here, or pilot school. Pilots, not airplane, but ships. Ship pilots, what do they call those? Captains? School of Sea Captains. So I'm going to go back to our street in a moment, but this is just to be the intro so you can see that there's a school right here. That street over there is named after the school. And over here is just a simple parking lot, but there's a ponch, right? There's a pier that takes people from Bara, and over here is Bara Ama Temple, and that'll take them over to Pulawan. So anyways, you got some kind of cool buildings over there as well. That's all tradition of Macau, and this is all on reclaimed land. So we're gonna come over here and we're gonna film our Escola de Escola Nautica. Hey, check it out, Macau 2023. Check out some more streets. Okay, you have a street named after you, Escola. Actually, that one's Escola de Pilots, and this one is like the Nautical School. I guess they're kind of the same thing. But we are going to try to go down this one, walking along the pilot school in blue with a nice red, newly painted fence next to it. It's a nice color scheme. And on that side is a ton of apartment buildings, and we're going to lead right up into the docks. And the docks has some artwork that you'll see, and this little Escola Nautica, the street of the nautical school, will kind of be fixed, will be basically apartment blocks, a number of apartment blocks that go right up to these docks. And we'll see what we can view from here. This is Pont 54. If you walk down far enough, it's like Pont, there's like 16 and 9 and so 54 is quite a few. So Target Street. Some of the businesses right there. That's our Pont 54. That's the entrance there. Containers. So let's just kind of walk in. And so this particular street, I think all the streets have the same name. I think it's all called Rua de Nautica, Escola Nautica. And then we have all these little, they look like little becos, but I think they're all the same as well. And there'll be businesses. I think what I'm going to do is just kind of weave in and out of them. I feel like the camera lens looks kind of fuzzy. Can't really tell if that's the case or not. I'm going to try a different setting. One second. Let me just kind of see. I'm going to play around. I'm going to put this into a different kind of view, so stay tuned for that and see what happens. Okay, so I just put it in the wide lens, so we'll see if the wide lens. I also just kind of want to see how this kind of captures as well. Maybe you can let me know what you think as well. So this is a wide lens. It's kind of cool. Tofo Care Center, Africa. It's like there's something to do with Africa. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to continue filming these little streets, and I'm going to I had it on something called L+. I stayed in this restaurant a little while ago. And I'm going to change the camera lens to another one in a minute. And we have another, I don't know if they call them becos. Okay. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to move this from widescreen to a bigger style. So let me just stop for a second. So now I got something called super view. So we'll see if it's actually a super view or not. I will just kind of try to capture what we can capture in here. Some of these places are closed. So now a super view. BM works. There's a bar right here, Buzz Cafe. It keeps changing names, but you can see that people hang out here in the evenings. There's a bunch of Christmas themes. I wonder if that's new or if that's from last year. Okay. So we are going to come back this way. And then we got our piers right there. Got some artwork over here. And this one says Macau Hong Kong Terminal. Let's just go in like this. And you got some really beautiful artwork right there. Okay, so we have another one. So I'm going to walk in a little bit with this particular view that I have, and then we're going to do a new view. We're also looking to see how it stabilizes and just what you can capture in it. So stay tuned. So now we're going to get something that has like this. It's like a fisheye view. So I think we're going to be capturing like kind of everything now. So we'll see what this looks like as well. So let me know. Actually, I did 4 different settings, and they're all to do with the camera lens. So I'm looking at how it stabilizes, and I can't see it until it's actually done. I can't see it through the camera lens. So I'm looking at that, if it stabilizes at all the different levels, and then also just how much I can view and what it looks like to view it from different lenses. Actually, this lens looks kind of interesting from what I can tell just from looking through the Smart Health equipment. So now we're back at our target street again. Not our target, but our main street. And we have another one of these. So I think what I'm going to do once we get into this one, I think I want to keep it on this setting right now because I think it's going to be kind of interesting. I think it's going to capture all the different sides and everything that's going on. So this is the biggest screen you can get. It looks like my lens, I just have the little camera. I can see like an image of what the camera's pointing at, but I can't see what it looks like through it. Okay, so we're gonna come out here. Oh yeah, now we got the nice image of this. Okay, so this is basically another one of these. That's kind of cool. So now we're gonna put it back onto the L one, which is where I started at. So let's see what that looks like. So this setting is called L+. This is one that stabilizes the most, but I think it also limits the view the most. So you can let me know. So we'll come back, look at this again. So I guess we're looking at our focus. We're also just kind of checking out all the different camera lenses. So we're gonna come back to the last side of this whole stretch. So let me just take a look around here. Those are storm surges right there, by the way. So if you see those just block the typhoon water. font 5A. Okay, so we're still on our little focus. This is all part of the same street. I believe it's all called Rua de Escola Nautica. We'll check it out in a moment and make sure. So I'm gonna walk out in a moment and we're gonna look for a street sign, but usually the street signs are in the corner, so I'm gonna wait until we get to the corner. And this should all be the Nautica Escola. Yep, it is. So you can see the street sign there. It says Rua de Escola Nautica. Let me give a little 360 here. So this is the, they got a giant crosswalk right there. It's kind of a cool looking school building right there. That one right there says Santa Maria Mazzarello Escola Fresh. Kind of an interesting shaped building. And that goes all the way down, so this goes, eventually goes all the way up to, this basically is a whole coastal road that goes all the way up. Let me just check out the settings real real quick, one moment. So now I'm going to do one called Super View, which is, I basically started out with Alplas, then I did something called W, which was wide. That was the second one. Then the third one was SV Super View, which is this one. And then I went up to the big fisheye one, which was the biggest one. So this was probably some of the widest screen, and we'll just see how it ultimately looks like. It's about time I learned some of my camera settings, so I'm going to learn it with you while I'm actively doing exactly what I want to film. Okay. So yeah, this is all part of these little Escola, Nautical Escola. So it's basically like, so like four square blocks, but they're all basically connected. And they all, I believe, all have the same name as well. I think it's all Rua de Escola Nautica. Even these little side streets, I think, all have the same name as well. I think when I have the wider lens like I have now, it feels like I can capture more of the periphery, which is more interesting, I think. But sometimes it'll lose the stabilization, which is the steadiness of it. So I'm also looking at the steadiness as well. So so if you have any thoughts about any of those things, just throw a comment below. Okay, so we're gonna come back to our Nautical school, and then we're gonna be ending our video. This building used to be called the Black Pig. It's like a really famous Portuguese. No semblances of it anymore. Okay. Hey, checking out Macau 2023. Check out some more streets. Toma cuidado la